As fans are starting to file their way on in here, it's one thing for Penn State Wrestling to sell out Rec Hall. It's a whole nother thing to sell out 16,000 seats right here in the Bryce Jordan Center. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. As you can see, I've got my to-go plates ready. I don't mess around. Neither does PSU on the gridiron. Should he decide to play in the Fiesta Bowl or not? Have we seen the last of Saquon Barkley in black shoes and basic blues? Not only because State College has the chance to run the table, but for 29 members of the Little Lions, it's senior night, as this will be their last time playing under the bright lights right here on Memorial Field. You don't know where you're going until you know where you've been, and if the Nittany Lions look up to the rafters of the BJC, the alums have been NIT champions and to the NCAA tournament. What's that song by BJ Thomas? Raindrops keep falling on my head. Only for this game, add hail and thunder to the lyrics. The hype and expectations for this season, they can't run from, but what the blue and white can do is compete each and every day at practice as if it were their last. The Lady Lions suffered back-to-back losses in the Vegas tournament, but got a major win with All-American guard Tania Page back in the mix. Sanders is sure to get a number of reps in the Valley of the Sun come December 30th against Washington, as it will be his chance to step out of Barkley's shadow and let his own light shine. It was an amazing comeback win last week against Jersey Shore, 17-13. Your defense was wreaking havoc. 2 fumbles, 5 sacks, 1 interception. What is it going to take to repeat that performance tonight? After ending Bishop Guilfoyle's 59-game winning streak, the Wildcats seemed invincible until today's state championship game, where the clock struck midnight on this Cinderella team. The Mike Penn State fans see this year is a completely different player from what they saw last year. Drops have now turned into catches. In his touchdown celebration, Penn State has already achieved more than even they can fathom, but a little more success can't hurt as their journey in the NCAA tournament starts right now. Goals, the most in an NCAA game since 1990. Yes, this was Penn State's first ever NCAA tournament game in program history, but they sure didn't play like it. From the members-only jackets of the 80s to the neon windbreakers of the 90s, but the State College Spikes are going all in on the latest fashion trend. Fellas, it's time to rip the runway. Or should I say, romp. The difference between this year's team and last year's team are not only the new guys on board, but also the guy that will be leading them. With Johnny Rodriguez heading off to Springfield, Joe Cruzel steps in that he has with this ball club will just allow the guys to relax, go out, and do their thing. First pitch is set for 7:05 p.m. as we have a couple of guests here with us. If you're not here already, get here. We're about to have a lot of fun. Live from Medler Field, I'm Josh Berrien for WTAJ Sports. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring. But that's the least of the Spikes' problems, as they have 2, but possibly going back-to-back isn't too shabby either. One has to wonder how his former lacrosse brothers and sisters feel from his switch from dominating from this field to this field. I had aspirations of playing in the NBA like my idol, Michael Jordan. Unfortunately, I wasn't as talented enough like former PSU standout Tim Frazier, who used to rock the house here at the BJC. After winning the Mid-Penn outright and then going back-to-back as district champions, what do you do to prepare for your next opponent? Play volleyball. Now, summer workouts are still in progress, but the Nittany Lions wanted to make sure they were out and about, interacting with the community and reminding them to make sure that they have their game face on come September. 3 years since the last time Minnesota played Penn State. The Gophers' last trip to Beaver Stadium was back in 2009, which means no current player on the Gophers roster has played there. Gophers come into town 3-0 and are one of 6 teams that have yet to begin Big Ten play. PSU would love to be the one to say, hey, welcome back, and then hand them their first loss of the season. Strength and conditioning is a part of the everyday lifestyle for the Nittany Lion football team, but their physical fitness wasn't the focal point today as they came together. Defeated in the regular season? Check. Win back-to-back NWCA dual titles? Check. Become Big Ten Conference champions for the 2nd straight season? Next victim. In 2017, PSU women's lacrosse had arguably one of its best teams of all time, setting single-season records for goals, points. Now, whenever you watch us on TV at home, you only see us from the stomach up. What about the shoe game? Tonight, I'm rocking the Nikes that need to be washed. But as Nittany Nation's Alex Cawley tells us, the Lions will be looking pretty clean as they take a break from their black shoes and basic blues.